All right, let's talk about something that sounds so simple but can be a huge pain. Literally, groceries. We're going to figure out how to get them from the car to the kitchen without triggering that awful sciatica pain. You know the deal, right? You feel totally fine in the store, but then you pay for it later. Well, this is the reality check you've been waiting for.
Yeah, let's just start with that. That zing down your leg, that's not you being dramatic. It is not in your head. It is a real, legitimate signal from your body telling you something's wrong. So you're not being dramatic, you're being data-driven. And today, we're going to dig into that data and figure out a smarter way to do this.
Okay, first things first, let's give this thing a name. I love this phrase, the fine in the store, wrecked at home phenomenon. I mean, how perfect is that? You know exactly what I'm talking about. You're cruising the aisles, you're loading up the cart, feeling totally fine. And then, a few hours later, bam! That familiar, frustrating ache starts creeping in.
You know, this quote really hits the nail on the head. See, that's the whole thing right there. We get so focused on don't lift heavy things, but sometimes it's those little, awkward moves, that tiny twist to open the door while you're holding a bag. That's what does the real damage.
So this leads us right into some of that common wisdom you've probably heard a million times, right? People love to give you these simple little rules, but honestly, when it comes to sciatica, simple can be super misleading. So let's take a look at the most popular one out there and tear it apart a little bit, the famous 10% rule.
So what is the 10% rule? It's pretty straightforward. The idea is you shouldn't carry a single bag that weighs more than 10% of your body weight. So if you weigh 150 pounds, we're talking about a 15-pound bag. And on the surface, yeah, that sounds kind of reasonable, right? It's supposed to prevent injury. But here's the catch. It is a totally incomplete story.
And this right here just lays it all out perfectly. Look, on one hand, the rule is okay. It helps prevent you from just getting tired out from a super heavy load, and it stops you from losing control of a swinging bag. But, and this is a huge but, look at where it fails you. It completely ignores one-sided loads. It ignores those twisting motions we just talked about. And the big one, it has no idea if you're having a good day or a bad day. That 15-pound bag might be totally fine one week, but during a flare-up, whoa, no way. It's a recipe for disaster.
Okay, so if the pounds aren't the whole story, then what is? What are we missing? Well, it is time to meet the real villain of your grocery day nightmare. And here's a hint for you. It has nothing to do with the number on the scale. So let's ask it plainly. If it's not the pounds, what's the real villain here? We've already figured out that just obsessing over weight is a trap. So where should you be putting your focus instead? What's that one sneaky thing that consistently turns a simple task into days of pain?
And here it is. The answer is asymmetry. It sounds like a fancy word, but the concept is super simple. It's the deadly combination of bending or leaning to one side and rotating your torso, all while your body is carrying weight. That is the exact move that your sciatic nerve absolutely despises.
And you see this play out all the time, right? You're carrying one heavy bag and it's pulling you into this subtle lean. To compensate, your shoulder on that side hikes up. Then you rotate to close the trunk or grab your keys from your pocket. That combination right there, that is the 2-second twist that's going to trigger tomorrow's pain. It's that quick and it's that damaging.
Okay, so we've unmasked the villain. Enough doom and gloom. Let's talk about the hero of the story. And that hero is your new action plan. We're done with guesswork. This is a simple, repeatable script that's going to get you from the car to the kitchen, safe and sound.
And honestly, the simplest, most powerful upgrade you can make is right here. Split the load. That's it. Instead of one 20-pound bag that yanks you into that dangerous asymmetry, you use two 10-pound bags, one in each hand. The total weight you're carrying is exactly the same, but the way your spine experiences it, it's night and day. It's balanced, it's stable, and it's so much safer.
So here's the playbook, your new carry script, 4 easy steps. Step 1, stage your bags at the very edge of the trunk. No more reaching in and twisting to grab them. Step 2, lift with a square stance. Use your legs, keep the bag close to your body. Step 3, and listen up because this one is huge. You turn with your feet. You move your feet to turn your body. You never plant your feet and twist to the waist, ever. And step 4, the golden rule. Door first, bag second. Open the door, put the keys away, whatever, then pick up the bags. You separate the tasks.
Okay, but how do you know which tactic to use on any given day? Because it changes, right? Well, this little decision card makes it super easy. Think of it as a daily check-in. Are you feeling pretty good? Shoulders can stay level? Short walk? Okay, the 2-bag method is probably great. But are you feeling any tingling? Any of that flare vibe? Got stairs or a long walk? Is the load just plain awkward? Don't be a hero. It's time for a cart, a backpack, or just give in and make 2 trips. It's not weakness, it's smart.
And that brings us to the grand finale. Let's talk about your new one-trip rule. Because for so long, we've all had this weird badge of honor about making it in one trip, right? Like it's some kind of strength competition. Well, it's time to do a little cost-benefit analysis on that idea.
So let's be real. What is the actual real-world cost of a second trip? From your car to your kitchen, we're talking, what, 2 minutes, maybe? 120 seconds. That's it. That's the price you pay for playing it safe. And now, what's the potential cost of trying to be a hero and do it in one trip? A bad sciatica flare-up. We're talking 3, 5, maybe even 9 days of pain, terrible sleep, not being able to move right. So you've got 2 minutes on one side and 9 days of misery on the other. I mean, when you look at it like that, the choice is, it's not even a choice. 2 minutes is an absolute bargain.
So this all leads to a new rule. The best carry plan isn't the one that's fastest. It's not the one that makes you look the strongest. The best plan is the one you can do correctly even when you're distracted. When the phone is ringing, when you're tired, when you're just not thinking about it. It's about building a habit that protects you on autopilot.
And I'm going to leave you with this thought because it's just perfect. Your future self will not send you a thank you email, but they will walk like a person who slept. Think about that. Making these little changes, splitting the load, taking that second trip, it's not going to feel heroic. No one's going to give you a medal. But the reward is quiet. It's the absence of pain. It's just waking up the next morning and feeling normal, ready to take on the day. And that is a win that is absolutely worth planning for.